Hello and welcome back to Designing with Reggie.
Lights, models, guest list. You're ready for this, sweetie.
Hello and welcome back to Designing with Reggie. As you can see, I have my Christmas sweatshirt on. Happy season's greetings from the Wilsons. I actually did this design on my sewing machine. It has an embroidery attachment, and I download using the editing software. I downloaded this image from the internet and converted it to an embroidery file and embroidered it on a sweatshirt. Isn't that cool? So I did the whole family. Every season I do t-shirts or sweatshirts depending on the season. So, I wanted to talk to you. I get a lot of questions about, Reggie, how do you do this? How do you go from something in your head, an idea, to a finished garment? Well, this is my process, and I want to describe my process to you. So, I'll get an idea for a design, or I'll see a picture and get an inspiration. So, what I have to do is sketch it down really quick, because if I don't, I'll forget, because I'm old. So I got inspiration for this design. Usually I do them in color if I have time or feel like it, but otherwise I don't. Then once I do that, I go and I select fabrics that I think will work with the garment that I'm trying to design. Now I want to tell you how important garment design, fabric selection is. This past weekend, I attended, as you know, Deck the Runway, and I saw many pieces that the zipper was puckering and waving and doing all this other stuff, and that's because of the fabric choice that they chose. They chose a very stretchy fabric, and if you've noticed, when you go to sew stretchy fabrics, if you're sewing a zipper in, the zipper is very sturdy and stable, but the fabric underneath is not. So when you're sewing, the feed dogs feed at a faster rate than the top fabric, and you get that pulling and waviness and puckering of the zipper. So it's really important that you know your fabrics and know your design in order to execute your finished garment the way you want it to be, in the way that you envisioned it. So fabric selection is so important. Then what I do, as a matter of fact, I want to show you this beautiful accordion pleat fabric that I'm going to use in my design. It's gorgeous. You can do so many different things with it. It's silk, which is amazing fabric. I mean, you can do so many different kinds of designs with this accordion pleat fabric that I'm going to use. So let's get to taping the form. Taping your form is very important in the respect it gives you the silhouette, and you can see the silhouette that you're going to use in your design. Now, you've noticed I have my neckline it's straight here, and the reason it's straight here and I have a sweetheart on this side is because I'm going to use this fabric on top of the dress when I complete it. I'm going to hand stitch this all around the top. See how beautiful? Let me turn it around so you can see. See how beautiful that's going to turn out. And I'm going to come across the bust, down the neckline, and in and terminate here. And when I terminate there, I'm going to get a long piece of this, and this is going to serve as a cute little flounce side detail all the way to the floor. Now notice my form. Let me draw your attention to the form. Now I have tape here, and the tape here is showing me where my seams are going to be in the dress. So when I start to drape, I'll know where my seams are. Because the front part, I'm going to have at least 1, 2, 3 panels just for the front. And the whole front is taped, which means I'm going to have to drape the entire front because it's not symmetrical on both sides, even with the slit that I have taped here. So that's the importance of taping your form. I'm going to turn her around so you can see what the back's going to look like. That's why it's important to tape your form so you know exactly what your silhouette is, so when you start to drape, it'll be easier for you to find your form. So I'm going to get to work, and happy designing and Merry Christmas.